Okay,
Recording in
right.
progress.
Let's continue on that. What is the heading you done? Verification in Selenium WebDriver. Okay. Previously, we got understand that in taking with the very first program, login, logout. The very first program we got understand login, logout. In this program, we got taking care about. In this program, we got taking care about in understanding with text boxes and then buttons and then links. In that program or with that program, we got comfortable in understanding working with the text boxes and working with the buttons and working with links. And then we got discussing about in understanding working with Chrome browser. In that program, we got comfortable working with different type of the browser, Chrome browser, Firefox browser, any other browsers, we can implement it. Continued with the same, continued with the same, we need to be get understand. Continued with the same, we need to be get understand in getting performing with verification. While working with while working with Selenium automation, if we want to be get perform the verification activities, how exactly we can perform that particular verification activities, that is what we need to be get understand. Now, let's look into the steps to be followed in performing the verification. The meaning of verification, the meaning of verification with the respective of, the meaning of verification with the respective of application. I mean, in that application, in that application, either application got opened or not, that web page has been displayed or not, or text boxes has been displayed or not, particular button has been available or not. All the verification, all the verification related to, all the verification related to that particular web page here. We need to be get, we need to be get perform verification related to that particular respective web page here. Now we have been continued with the same. Just we are taking with the help of our project, that particular project or application, we are working with HRMS. On this application or for this application, we need to be get perform. For this particular application, we need to be get perform the verification activities here. For this particular application, we need to be get perform these particular verification activities. Okay, let's see that. Now, as simple as the conclusion is, we need to be get understand that how exactly we can perform verification activity. Further, let's go with manual testing. When you are working with manual testing, we got the test case template. according to the test case template, according to the test case template. What is the first column name we got? First column name, test case ID. After that, test scenario ID. After that, test design steps. After that, input data or test data. After that, expected result, and then actual result. In that, the meaning of expected result. What is the meaning of expected result? Meaning of expected result. Based on requirement documents here. Meaning of actual result based on application. So one we got expected result, another one we got actual result. Expected result based on requirement document, actual result based on application. Doing with comparison of both the things. That comparison is nothing but you are verifying both the results are same or not. If both the results are same, what you will consider? Pass. If both the results are not same, considering as a fail. In case of pass, what we are doing? Going with another test case. In case of fail, need to be go with bug reporting here. Now, you can see that while working this particular verification also followed with the same thing. When you are working with automation testing, while working this manual testing, how we were doing comparison of or verifying expected result with actual result, the same thing you are doing in automation. Manual testing, meaning of manual testing, testing done by human interactions. Meaning of automation testing, testing done by tools here. What is the tool we are working? Selenium. Now, by using that Selenium, we have to take care about, in performing that particular verification activities. Let's see that how exactly we can do through programming. Through programming, we need to perform that particular respective verification activities. How exactly we can do it? Okay. Further, taking with actual result. Meaning of actual result. Based on application. This particular actual result. Need to compare with expected result. So need to compare with expected result. One is actual result, another one expected result. This particular actual result based on application, expected result based on requirement document. This particular expected result based on requirement document here. Need to compare both the results. As part of automation testing, we have to do programming. As part of automation testing, we have to do programming in retrieving actual result from application. That particular actual result we need to compare with we need to compare with expected result. Both the results are same, well printed, result has been matched. If both the results are not same, well printed, result is not matched. If both the results are same, we have to print that result is matched. If both the results are not same, we need to print that result is not matched. I mean, result is same, one statement need to be printed. Result is not same, another statement need to be printed. For doing that, you will be taking with conditions. That is how we learn the conditions. That is how we learn the conditions in programming. What are the conditions we got? If else if, nested if. When you will work if condition? Only true statement. When you will work if else? True or false. When you will work else if? More than one condition. When you will go with nested if? In a condition itself, one more condition. So according to our requirement, you will be taking with the help of if else condition. This is how we learned our Java syntax. The reason we learned the Java syntax while working with the Selenium programming, according to program requirement, the program requirement need to be get. According to the program requirement need to be get take care about in implementing that particular respective steps here. Now, I can see that having with this particular actual result and then taking with expected result, both the results we need to get compared. While doing with the comparison, we are taking with this particular conditions here. Now, let's see that how exactly we can do all these particular programming. Further, you have been written with the step. What are the steps you written? You written the test steps. Yesterday you written the test steps. What is the first step? Launching with browser. After that, enter URL. After that, verify page title. What is the page title here? The page title which is displaying. The page title which is displaying in the tab. This is not the title. The meaning of title which is displaying in the tab. What is the title we got? Orange HRM hyphen new level of HR management. For example, if I do login, what is the title we got? Orange HRM. For example, if I'm taking this particular page, now what is the title we got? New tab. In case of taking with this particular one, what is the title we got? Google. So the information displaying in tab, in a tab considering the title of that particular application. Okay. Now we need to verify the title and then entering with username, entering with password, clicking on login. Once you've done the login, what is the next step? Verify page title. Once we done with the login, need to be get verifying with page title. Once you done with the login, need to be get verifying with page title here. Okay. Sorry. Now, and then after that, we need to begin, click on log out and need to begin, close with application. This is what we got in a test case step. According to the test case steps, according to the test case step, we need to begin continued programming. Doing the programming, same concept, as simple as to work with selenium. What we required? To work with selenium, what we required? What we required? Jar files. To work with the selenium, jar files has been required. Based on jar files, what we can access? Based on jar files, what we can access? Packages. Based on packages, class. Based on the class, method. What is the use of the method? To perform an action here. Followed with same concept. Followed with same concept. The whole programming you will be getting followed with the same. We are already added jar files. Adding the jar files. Adding the jar files is one-time activity. Adding the jar files is one-time activity for one project. Adding the jar files is one-time activity for one project. In case of creating new Java project, again, you need to add jar files here. So adding the jar files is one-time activity. Okay. We are already added jar files here. Just continued doing with programming. That particular programming need to begin creating with the respective class. Need to begin creating with the respective class that you will be taking with class name. Considering that taking with, you can provide any of the class name. Whatever the class name you want to provide, you can get provide any of the respective class name here. So that you will be taking with, which you will be taking with this particular class. We got creating with class, then need to be get taking care about the method. Considering that main method need to be get provided string args, we need to be get open that particular main method here. Now we need to be get continued. We need to be get continued taking with test steps. We need to be get continued test step. To continue that particular test steps, we are already got added jar files. Jar files already added. Based on jar files, what need to be accessed? Based on jar files, what need to be accessed? Packages. That particular packages, we got our regular packages. Considering that import org dot open qa dot selenium dot taking with WebDriver. Import org dot open qa dot selenium dot WebDriver. We are getting this yellow color saying that unused. So we are not worried about on this. Yellow color We are not worried about at all. Next, taking with one more package, import, import or dot, open QA dot, selenium dot, taking with Firefox dot, taking with Firefox driver, taking with Firefox driver, and then consider import org dot, open QA dot, selenium dot, taking with by here. So any program in selenium, any program in selenium, we need to import these three packages. Importing these three packages, importing these three packages are very common for any project. The one consider WebDriver. The one consider WebDriver. What is the use of the WebDriver package? What is the use of that WebDriver package? To access WebDriver related classes and methods. For the purpose of accessing WebDriver related classes and methods, we are taking with WebDriver. Then we are taking Firefox driver. So what is the use of Firefox driver? To access Firefox browser. To get access Firefox browser. To get access Firefox browser, taking with that particular package. What is the use of by package? To get access for object identification methods. So any program in Selenium, you can work with any program in Selenium. Whatever the programs you are working, whatever the programs you are working in Selenium, you need to be taking care about. You need to be taking care about importing these packages. So these are a very common packages need to be get import while working with any program in Selenium. Okay. Now we need to be get perform test step. That particular test step, what is the first step need to be done? Launching the browser. To get launching the browser, to get launching with the browser, writing with the statement system dot set property. System dot set property need to be get provided. Need to be get provided. WebDriver dot gecko dot driver. WebDriver dot gecko dot driver. And we have to provide. What we have to provide? What we have to provide? Path. Path of gecko driver. We need to be get provide. We need to be get provide path of gecko driver. We need to be get provide path of gecko driver, which need to be get provided path of gecko driver. That particular path need to be provided. So that particular one we need to be get provide with the path including file name and extension, including file name and extension we need to be get provided, including the file name and extension we need to be get provide that particular path here. So I provided my system path in your local system, where exactly your driver available, you need to be get provide. You need to be get provide that particular path. Okay. Now, considering that taking with this particular web driver, web driver equal to new Firefox driver, web driver equal to new Firefox driver. So what is output of the statement? Output of this statement, launching with browser. Once browser launch, need to enter URL. To enter URL, to enter URL. What is the method name? Method name, navigate.to. As simple as just you guys need to get comfortable. You guys need to get comfortable in understanding what are the methods need to be used. Just how to understand what are the methods need to be used. Okay. That will be providing, that will provide that application URL. That application URL need to be get provide, need to be get provide application URL. Done. What is the next step? What is the next step? Verify page title. We need to be get verify page title. To verify page title, to verify page title according to automation testing. According to automation testing, we are taking the help of actual result. What is it? Actual result. Actual result doing the comparison with expected result. According to the automation, we are taking actual result. That actual result we are doing comparison with expected result. While working manual testing, expected result you are doing comparison with actual result here. Okay. Now we can see here we have to take actual result. Meaning of actual result? Meaning of actual result? Based on application. Now we can see how we are doing. Taking with if condition. Taking with if condition. I'm writing driver dot using one method. Using one method. What is the method name? What is the method name? Get title. Functionality of get title. Functionality of get title. Functionality of get title. Retrieve title from application. Retrieve title from application. The functionality of get title. What is the functionality of get title? Retrieve title from application. Each and every method performing an action. While working Selenium, working with predefined methods. Everything working with predefined methods only. While working this particular Selenium, we got get title. Functionality of get title? Retrieve title from application. Okay. This title we need to compare. This title we need to compare. Doing the comparison, taking with equals. Doing the comparison, taking with equals. Equals of we need to be get provide. Now you can see retrieve, retrieve title from application, retrieve title from application, result from application. What you will consider? Expected result or actual result? Result from application. What you will consider? What you will consider? Actual result. This actual result doing with comparison, equals method, equals method, comparison, doing the comparison with expected result. This comparison need to be done with expected result. For now, that particular expected result, for now, that particular expected result, I'm giving wrong details only. We'll see how our condition is working. Okay. Now, in case of condition is true, in case of condition is true, need to be get print with the statement considering the title match, considering the title match. Otherwise, condition fail, condition fail, taking with else statement. Condition fail, taking with else statement. So here printing with the statement considering the title not match, title not match. Okay. Now you can say that this is how you need to take care about verifying with title. The one title match and the one title not match here. Okay. Now you can see here in case of title not match, in case of title not match, why exactly the title is not matching? We required some confirmation. For that, again, I'm printing the title. Don't be confused. Don't be confused. First, you are taking actual result, doing the comparison, expected result. Both are same. Print this. Not same. Print this. Why it is not same? We are retrieving title from application. After that, as usual. Next step. What is the next step? What is the next step? You have to enter username. To enter username, what is the statement? Driver dot find element by dot taking with name. From where you will get this name information? From where you will get the name information? Taking with inspect. Inspect of. That you will see. Name option? Okay. As it is, copy paste, as it is, copy paste, dot. What is the method name? Method name. For text box, what is the method name? Send keys, which you will be taking with, send keys. Need to be provided. What is that username? Naresh IT. Okay, done. After that, password, driver dot find element by dot taking with name need to be provided, which need to be get provided, taking with that particular password, having the name option. Okay, as it is, taking with that particular name option, dot. What is the method name? Taking with send keys of taking with Naresh IT. Typing with username and typing with password. After that, need to be get, click on login button. Need to be get, click on that particular login button. Need to write statement driver dot find element by dot taking with name need to be get provided that particular name here. So now I can say that considering that we need to be get name of that particular button. Any name option? Yes, we got name option. That particular name need to be provided. Dot, what is the method name? What is the method name? Taking with click. Okay. Now, for the confirmation, printing the statement, considering that login completed. After that, I'm just giving some wait statement. I'm just giving some wait statement. Writing thread dot sleep. Wait statement. You can write anything. Let me write 4,000. Otherwise, you will decide that Suresh are knowing only 3,000. I know 4,000 also. Okay. You can write any time. You can write any number. I mean, whatever the time you want to provide, you can provide. That particular time will consider in, the time will consider in milliseconds here. Okay, done. After that, what is the next statement? What is the next statement? Verify page title. Need to verify. Need to verify page title. Same concept we will do. For doing verification, how we are doing the verification? How we are doing the verification? Taking with actual result. Actual result need to compare with expected result. For doing that, taking the help of condition, writing that condition. Now, taking with the condition, considering that, writing the statement, driver dot get title, driver dot get title, dot taking with equals, and then need to provide that particular title, need to be get provide that particular title. So what exactly that expected title is there, we need to provide. In case of title is same, in case of title is same, need to be printed, title match. In case of title is same, need to be printed, title match. In case of title is not same, taking with else statement. That particular else statement, need to be printed, title not match. Why exactly not matching? We need to be printed, that will be taking with driver dot get title. Okay. Now you can see here, after that, once we verify the title, what is the next step? What is the next step? Click on log out option. Now to click on that particular log out option, to click on that particular log out option, taking with log out, doing with right click. What is the option? Inspect. Now see that. Any name option? Now any ID option? Now any class option? Now what we can work? What we can work? Link text. Why we are taking link text? Why we are taking link text? Because of, because of anchor tag. What is the tag name we got? What is the tag name we got? Anchor tag. The small a. Meaning of small a? Meaning of small a? Anchor tag here. So according to HTML, we got the small a considering the anchor tag. So because of this anchor tag, we are taking with link text, or we can go with partial link text. Let's see that. That will go with considering the driver dot find element by dot taking with link text and then dot. What is the method name? Method name click, taking with click. Okay. For the confirmation, printing with the statement log out completed, log out completed, and then taking with just I'm giving some wait statement considering the thread dot sleep, thread dot sleep need to be get provide some wait statement, and then finally need to be get close browser. To get close browser, what is the statement? What is the statement? What is the method? What is the method name? Close method. Taking with close method, which will be taking with close. Okay, done. Now you can see here. Importing all the required packages. Importing all the required packages. Created class. Taking with main method. Provided path of exe file. Launching with browser, entering with URL, verifying with title, doing with login, again verifying the title, doing with logout, and close with application. If I run this program, what is the first statement it has to print? No, what is the first statement need to be printed? Title match or title not match or login completed? Title match, title not match, or login completed? What it has to print it? What it has to print it? Title match. Why title match? Title match enduku print avali? That is what the first statement were written. Don't be confused. Don't be confused. This is the condition we written. If the condition is true, then only the statement printed. What is the title we provided? HRMS. See the application title. See the application title. What is application title? Orange HRM hyphen new level of HR management. So is the title is same? Title is matching? Then condition will be true. Is that condition will be true? No. Condition will fail. Then what it has to print? What it has to print? Title not match. It has to print that. It has to print that title not match. Let's see that. Taking with runners Java application. They can see that. Now, say that. Giving an error. When you guys are practicing, if you got an error, you need to try to understand. What exactly that particular error. See the last line. What is the line number it is given? What is the line number? 11. That means you need to refer line number 11. you have to cross check line number 11 along with along with line number 11 along with line number 11 you have to refer above line and you have to refer below line. Whatever the line number it is provided, you have to refer that line, above line, below line. All that code, you have to cross check that what is the issue. Definitely, somewhere you can easily understand what exactly that particular issue. Let me try. Let me try. This is giving one error. What is that error? Illegal state exception. I'm able to see some message also. It is giving in a message. You can see here the path driver executable. Again, the path to driver executable. That means somewhere we can understand there is some issue with path. That is how you need to try to understand where exactly you are getting the problem in the program. It is saying that the path. That means somewhere there is some issue related to that path. It is saying that the path to driver executable must set by WebDriver dot gecko driver WebDriver dot gecko driver. Okay. Maybe there is some issue with the path. Now you can see here. If we look into this particular one, we provided path. What is the problem in the path? What is the problem we got in the path? What is it? Expected result is that is what we are expecting. I was expecting that result that mentioned. Now this is how you guys need to understand. Now I can see here considering that taking with the program, there is no error in the Eclipse. If I see in the program, there is no error. If I get look into this particular program, there is no error in the program. But if I run the program, it is giving an error. So that is what your practice. Don't consider like there is no error in the program, but my program is not working. Even though Eclipse is not giving, you will have runtime error. That is how you need to try to understand what exactly that particular error. When you're getting the error, whatever the error messages are there, just go through each and every particular line. When you refer each and every particular line, somewhere definitely you can easily understand what exactly the issue related to that program. So now our problem is path. If we look into the path, there should be small w. So that is how you guys need to be. Very careful with the capital letters and small letters here. Okay. Now you can see here. Now we can see that taking with, launching with the browser, entering with the URL, verifying with the title, doing with the login, and taking the logout and close application. Okay. Now we can see here. See the statement. What it is printing? Title not match. Why it is printing not match? Why it is not? Why it is printing not match? Condition fail. As condition has been fail, it came to else statement. So it is printing else statement. So in the application, this is what the title. I mentioned HRMS, but in the application, this is the title. Both are not matching. Then login completed. Now what it is printing? Title match. Once I done with the login, title got match date, printing the title match, and then logout completed. Okay. So this time I'll provide correct title only. You need to be very careful. You have to provide including capital letter, small letter, spaces. A extra space got added. Condition fail. You need to be very careful on that. Now you can see here doing with run as taking with Java application. This time we need to be able to see that in printing the title match, taking with login and taking with logout and then close with application. Now we can see here. What is the first statement? Title match. After that, completed. After that, title match. So this is how we got a possibility in working with verification statement. This is how we need to begin taking care about in working with verification statement. The whole conclusion, whenever you are working with Selenium, if you want to begin perform verification activities, if you want to begin perform verification activities, you are taking with actual result. That actual result need to compare with expected result. If both are same, we are printing one statement, not same, printing with another statement. So this is how we got a possibility in working with verification statements. Okay, right. Now take with another heading, providing test data, or you can mention passing the test data, providing test data, or passing the test data. Providing test data, passing test data. Okay, right. Now, what exactly mean by this? See our test case template. In the test case template, what is the first column name? Test case ID. After that, test scenario ID. After that, what is that? Test design steps. After that, input data or tested data. We are providing tested data, input data. In that test case, whatever the data you are entering, you are considering the tested data or input data. This username, password, can we consider as test data? Consider or not? Yes or no, guys? That is in a test data. That test data we can pass or we can provide in the different ways. We can pass or we can provide in the different ways. What is that? Make a note of the steps. Make a note of all that option. One option, one option, hard coded. One option, hard coded. Another one, another one, another one. Passing from, passing from variable, passing from variable. Another one, another one. Passing from Excel, passing from Excel. Another one, passing from database, passing from database. So one is considering that providing test data, passing the test data. That particular data we can provide from hard coded. Another one passing from variable. Another one passing from Excel, passing from database. Meaning of hard coded, meaning of hard coded, the meaning of hard coded, considering that meaning of hard coded. Mention, okay, mention test data in same step. Mention test data in same step. Considering that mention test data in same step. Same step. And then passing from variable, passing from variable, passing from variable. Mention test data, okay. Mention test data in the Excel file, in the Excel file. Mention test data in, sorry, not Excel, in the mention test data in the variable. This is Excel. This is not file. Right. The variable, we have to mention the test data in the variable. Another one, mention the test data in the Excel file. Mention the test data in database. Mention the test data in database. One is variable, another one Excel file, another one database. Okay, right. Let's understand. As simple as while working with automation. While working with automation, we have to provide test data. We have to provide test data. That test data, that particular test data, we can provide in the different approaches. First approach. What is the first approach? What is the first approach? Hard coded. Meaning of hard coded? Meaning of hard coded? Provided or mentioned in same step. I mean, you written the step to enter the data. In the same step, you provided data. This concept, okay, this particular concept, you got considering that hard coded because they written the step. In the same step, what you are providing? Test data. Directly you got provided. This is one option. Another option. Another option. What is another option? What is another option? Passing from variable. I mean, this is the test data. I'm deleting this data. I'm deleting this data. So from where we have to get this data? A test data ekkడి నుంచి రావాలి? Variable. We are passing from variable. Let me make a comment of this. Okay. This is multi-line comment. When you're giving two forward slashes, single line comments. Multi-line comments, forward slash, star symbol. Where it has to complete, again star, again forward slash. Now these things are considered as a comments. This code will not be executed. Now we are taking another approach. Test data. What is this approach? From variable. Test data we need to provide from. Test data we need to provide from variable. How we can do that? How we can do that? That concept we are already discussed. In Java, we discussed about the concept of, in Java, we discussed about concept of data types and variables. Remembered? Remembered or not? What you remembered? Data types and variables. Very perfect. What exactly you remembered? What is the use of data types and variables? Use of data types and variables. Representing the data. Data nu define cheyali. To define the data, you are taking data types and variables. As an example, we done like int a equal to 10 or taking with string, taking that username or taking with that particular name, whatever it can be. Now, data types and variables. What is the use of data types and variables? What is the use of data types and variables? Representing with data. Okay. To represent with the data, we are using that particular data type. How many types? Data type. How many types? How many types? What are those? What are those? Primitive data type and non-primitive data type or reference data type. Variable. How many types? 3 types. What are those? Local variables, instance variables, static variables. That is what we are using. Now you can understand why we learn the core Java syntax as it is. We are applying here. Now we can see how we are doing. I'm taking outside of all the methods, outside of all the methods, and then inside of class, outside of all the methods, inside of the class. What you will consider? What you'll consider? Instance variable. Now we can see I'm taking string. I'm taking string username equal to providing that particular username, and then taking string taking with password equal to providing that password. Not only this one, according to that program, you can go with any of the thing. Need to be provide URL. Whatever the thing you want to provide, whatever the test data you can consider. Still, I'm taking with string title 1. Need to provide title 1. Taking with string title 2. Need to be get provide that particular title 2. So what exactly the test data, you want to provide, you can provide all that particular data. Now I can see what is the use of data types and variables? To represent the data. So we are representing the data. So according to our understanding, as simple as this is considered as data type. This is variable. This is variable value. Use of data types and variables. Representing the data. Okay. Done. Now here I need to provide URL. Giving an error. Why it is giving an error? What is that error? Cannot make static reference to the non-static field. That means see this method. What is the method you written? Main method. What is the keyword? Static. Considering that static method. Even though main method, it is considered as a static method. In the static method, you are trying to call non-static variable. In the static method, you are trying to call non-static variable. In a static method, we can access only static variables. Because of that, it is giving an error. So now what I can do, I can make it as a static. Just I'll make it as a static. Everything I'll make as a static. Okay. Right. Now we can see error resolve. Okay. Now here this is title 1. Okay. Here what you will provide? What you will provide? Username. What you will provide? Password. You defined it to variable. Calling that variable. Mention the test data in variable. We are calling that variable. Passing the data from variable. Okay. After that, this is taking with title 2. I can see more effective of the program. For that test case, whatever the test data required, you provided. And performing all the step. Now we can run this program. Now I can run that particular program. I can say that it's need to be get enter username and password. Entered that username and password. Doing the login, doing the logout, close the application. If you want to cross check that either it has been enter or not, once it got enter, I'll give some wait statement, thread dot sleep. Now we can see that either it has been entered or not. So as simple as we are trying to understand, in providing that particular different type of test data here. Okay. Right. Okay. So this is what need to be get provide test data. What is another option? Excel. Another one, database. These are advanced programs here. Excel and a database are very advanced program. Those things you will understand in the coming sessions here. So for now, if we look into the program, what is the first program we done? What is the first program we done? Login, log out, and then Chrome browser, and then verification, and then test data. So take care about these programs here. Tomorrow we'll go with another program here. So day to day, you will be understanding all these particular new concepts here. Day to day, you will get understanding new concepts here. So step by step, you will take care about all the concepts. Okay. Please take care about the practice. Okay. Carry on. Thank you.